Hello, and welcome back to another MTG Arena deck breakdown. So today I have a Historic Brawl deck with Gix, Yawgmoth Praetor. So he is 2 black mana, 1 colorless for a 3/3 creature. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, its controller may pay 1 life. If they do, they draw a card. And then for 4 colorless mana and 3 black mana, discard X cards, exile the top X cards of target opponent's library. You may play lands and cast spells from among cards exiled this way without paying their mana cost. So the idea of this deck is you're going to get Gix out, and you want to have lots of creatures out. So basically just aggro. You're going to be doing lots of combat damage and paying life each time you hit your opponent with creatures, and when you do, you will draw lots of cards. So you keep drawing into more creatures, more spells. We have a variety of things. We have some removal. Ivory Tower. This is a card that I am kind of playtesting with a little bit. Because the idea of Ivory Tower, especially if you can get it with Reliquary Tower, is you'll have so many cards in your hand, you'll just keep gaining life and dealing lots of damage to yourself with Gix, and it just keeps, you just keep a constant card draw flow. And then you have lots of just standard black cards that help with aggro. A lot of creatures, some sack outlets. Another card that I try and play test a lot with other decks. It's not bad. It's a free card draw and gives you some information. And this card can just win you the game. Something to protect our commander with. You know, cards like that. And that staples in a Historic Brawl or a commander deck. Feed the Swarm. It's just good in any deck that runs mono black, some tutors. I don't have a lot of the best black cards in here yet, so I just don't have a lot of cards. There's still a lot of missing cards, just Dark Ritual and Grim Tutor, I think, is another tutor, but this card's actually pretty powerful. Basically, we're just trying to draw into cards that are extremely powerful. Very big cards. We got Gary here. And yeah, we've got some big late game guys. Another thing that happened once in a game that was pretty interesting was this card milled Razaketh. So if something like that happens, that's very advantageous for you. And your lands are pretty simple, Reliquary Tower, because you're going to be drawing a ton of cards. This card's really good because, again, you can mill some cards and return a creature planeswalker back from a graveyard to your hand. And of course, Bojuka Bog, if you ever wanted to deal with somebody's graveyard, you have this to exile their graveyard. Genuinely decent land card. Though it is slow, it is still good to have in a lot of decks, just in case you're playing against somebody who uses their graveyard a lot. But yeah, so, alright, let's go play some games and give this deck a spin and see how it turns out. Alright, so our opponent is playing... It's like Ezeka, God of the Tree. Alright, I don't see this one too much, but... Let's take a look at our hand. It's not bad. Let's just go for it. I usually prefer to have 3 land hands, but... So we'll play our 1-drop. Let's see. Might as well play Virus Beetle. This forces our opponent to discard something. Ramp. Yuck. It's not what we want to see. Well, let's attack first. We'll play Diabolic Intent on this. And yeah, we're definitely doing that. Okay, so he's choosing to play the Prismatic Bridge side of that card. Okay, so it's kind of like an Oath of Druids effect. Which seems very powerful for him. So, let's play our commander. Attack. And yes. Okay. Getting a Reliquary Tower right away is decent. So he's choosing to gain life and draw right away. His board's gonna get cleaned up pretty heavily when we play in bulk. Despair here. Yeah, that's extraordinarily hateful. Yes, we will do that for both of those. Since we have Reliquary Tower, we can draw just tons of cards and not have to worry about discard ever. He's gonna replay his commander. Swamp. Let's see. Could play this Mind Stone, but I think I'm just gonna attack first and probably just make this guy bigger. I'll do it again. So draw a card and next. Take action for both of these. And we'll end the turn. Okay. So we better let that happen first. If I kill this, this will still happen, and the creature will be exiled permanently. At least that's how it should work. Because he will no longer be on the board to be removed. thus returning the card to my hand. So once he resolves the ability, we can kill him and we'll get Gonti back into our hand. Foreign clicks. That's a big one. Okay. We don't need to worry about foreign clicks because we're going to kill that. I mean, foreign clicks is going to be not very nice because we can just play flush bag. Yes, we'll get my lands there. Sacrifice flush bag. Let's see, what else can we do this turn? I suppose we'll play a land. Let's see. I suppose we could. Let's play that. Then we can start gaining life back. I'm assuming it doesn't matter what we exile from his graveyard. Yeah, we're just really ahead now. Holy man. That's a Cultivator Colossus. Be interesting to see what he does with that. Yeah. Cultivator Colossus can get out of hand. But luckily we... Well, I mean, we just attack and he would lose, but... Yeah. Try and give him a GG. So yeah, that was a pretty decent first game. Alright, let's see what he's playing first. Tegathal. This is a new guy. Proliferate twice instead. Interesting. Counters wrong. Okay. Let's see. How do I feel about this hand? Well, we have our meme card. I suppose we can try this one out again. See how it goes. We start with Ivory Tower. We'll play this right away. Menace Lifelink. Hopefully we draw our swamp next turn, or that will be no good. Mesmeric Orb. Permanent becomes tapped. Untapped, that permanent. Okay, yeah, I recognize that. That's no fun. Yeah, that's really not nice. Thirst for knowledge. So if we get a land, we'll play this right away. Because... Wow. Because we can make treasure tokens with that, but... This really isn't looking great. He's milled nothing but swamps. Cure 8. Alright. Nice thing about him is he pumps up that. Until that happens, of course. Let's see, what does that do? Okay. Wow. How big is his commander? A 3/5. Man, that's not good. So we do not have any way at all to deal with that. That feels awful. So we can attack with this because it is Menace, which provides us life steal, which is good. Or life link. There's his commander. Okay. So there's a poison counter. Yep. See. Could play Liliana. Force him to sacrifice something. He'd go after it, most likely. Could play Gix. Hit him with the Menace creature and draw a card. I think this is probably the better play. There's also black market connections. But
no more distractions. Let's make this quick.
So we're gonna force him to sacrifice.
I've always hated clowns.
Makes sense. Okay. That triggers, which is great for us. And we can get both our creatures in now. Yes. Now you see how that feels. I imagine he might just play his commander again, but... Okay. Do not know what that does. This is all abilities. Okay, I see why.
Nothing more.
And yes, he will hit my Planeswalker. Chainer's Edict, we're never gonna get to cast. Interesting. Okay, let's see. So what wouldn't be a bad play is to attack him for 1 and play this guy. I think that's what we're gonna do. And so now that he's taken damage, when we play Arrogant Outlaw, that will trigger, which makes him lose 2 life and we gain 2 life. Yes. That's an interesting choice. This card is really going to help us out as well. He's most likely to die to his own Mesmeric Orb than we are, which is a good thing. Okay, so I will definitely play a land. So now I have to decide, now that we have 4 mana, this can make some of his stuff go away. And also kill his flyer, his Gitaxian Raptor with this cut down. But, and of course the sooner we get this out the better, arguably. I just realized he didn't attack us either, which is very interesting. I think actually what might be a good play is, so if we cut down that, I have a feeling this is going to get countered, though. So let's play this instead. Interesting. And then we have no attacks. So with this, we're going to make treasures, because we haven't been hitting lands at all the entire game, which has been very frustrating, naturally. It just happens sometimes. Interesting. We're gonna try to play this, because that'll start potentially killing his creatures. He could discard cards instead of sacrificing, but another thing I could do is, I have a reanimate spell in my hand, so I could get Gary. I wonder if there's anything else that's really, really good in here. Ganti's more interesting right now than good. So yeah, this can be very interesting for us. Junjai. So pay 1 life, create a treasure. That's what we want. Okay. Play a land. He is tapped out. That is great information. So, play that. And that causes him to sacrifice something, which will probably be Sludge Monster. Unless he discards a card. That may actually be, yeah, most likely what happens. And then I will not attack. It'll be very impressive if he actually makes it to dying to his own Mesmeric Orb, honestly, at this point. I really foresee that happening. His haughty Jin is quite big. And he also knows we have chainers. At least I would think he knows we have chainers in our graveyard. What? Hey? So we're going to take a lot of damage here. It should be fine. At least it might be fine. I don't know. Probably not. That's something. Let's try to take... Let's try to take the... Changeling here. Play Shale Dread. So he's going to take 2 life from Shale Dread. Unfortunately, I do not have any way to eliminate any of my creatures, so I'm pretty sure he has this one. If I had a way to kill some of my creatures, then Blood Artist would trigger. But he seems to have gotten it. But we'll see what he does here. So he is going to attack, okay. Yep. So yeah, that was unfortunate, but that is how it goes sometimes. Okay, so at least this one has an Arcane Signet. So we will be able to produce 3 mana. We got some removal, we got a 1-drop, we have a tutor. This is a pretty decent hand. Looks like we're playing against another Ezeka, but he'll probably play the Prismatic Bridge, is most likely what he is doing. So yeah, our hand is good. And of course we'll start with Evolved Sleeper, yes, we will play our Arcane Signet. Attack. And we will pump our creature. And so we'll be able to play Gix next turn. He doesn't have a way to get rid of him. Okay. And I think we're done. It's going to be tough for him to really keep up with this deck because we do play a lot of... Well, let's attack first, actually. A lot of creatures. We attack a lot. His deck comes out slow, so we'll play a land. Well, let's play Gonti, it's fun. Let's see. None of this is particularly great. I'm just gonna take... I don't know. I'll take that. And then we're done. Nicol Bolas. Yep. So I have to discard a card. I think I can discard. No, I'm gonna discard that actually. I can get that back with that if I wanted to. So. Okay. We'll see if he takes the bait here. Okay. Alright, yeah, so he definitely took that. Draw a card. Could kill it with Ravenous Chupacabra, but just do that. And then I think get that out. And I'll play that too. I just won't even bother kicking it. It should be fine. And then we'll end the turn. That's interesting. Alright. We're not going to have to worry about that, which is nice. So I can make 5 mana. That's not enough to kill him with that, so we'll have to do this. So play Ravenous Chupacabra. Probably just finishes the game up. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, so... Alright. Yeah, so that's pretty much, the Gix deck as a commander. It was pretty simple, straightforward deck. You just play creatures, removal, and any other really big, explosive black cards. Do your combat damage and draw tons of cards off of his ability. I haven't seen too many times where opponents benefit from your own Gix, so He comes out relatively early. He's a 3/3 for 3, which is really, really powerful. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I've got for this deck. Thanks for watching, and I'll see everybody next time.